Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Kainson Munonye, as you can see there. And this is first in the series of videos or my courses on project management. I'm going to take you on project management, starting from the first knowledge area, project integration management, right down to the last or the 10th knowledge area, that is project stakeholder management. Alright, take note that there are 10 knowledge areas I'm going to cover in this course. The first one, project integration management. The second one, project scope management. Then we have project time management. Then we have project costs management, project quality management, human resource management, communications management, procurement management, and then stakeholder management. Okay, I'm skipping risk management. So we are going to take it one after the other. I'm going to take the order that has been stipulated in the PMBOK Guide 5th edition. So let's start off immediately with project integration management. Alright, what is project integration management? Project integration management, according to the PMBOK Guide 5, says that it includes processes that define, identify, combine, and coordinate various processes and project management activities within the project management process groups. Okay, so what it means is that the integration management knowledge area coordinates all the 5 process groups. Take note that there are 5 process groups. The first one is initiation, the second planning, monitoring and execution, monitoring and controlling, and then closing. So integration binds everything together, so you can say it's like the hub of the wheel of project process of the whole processes. So it includes making choices about resource allocation, making trade-offs among competing objectives and alternatives, and managing interdependencies among project management knowledge areas. So just follow along. As we move on, it's going to be clear. So what are the processes under integration management knowledge area? There are 6 processes in the integration management knowledge area. The first one is develop project charter. We also have develop project management plan, direct and manage project work, monitor and control project work, perform integrated change control, close project or phase. You might pause the video and try to get your head around this definition. But we are going to move on to take a closer look at each of these processes under the integration management knowledge area. Alright, the first one, the very first process in the integration management knowledge area is develop project charter. We can say a project cannot proceed without a project charter. So develop project charter is the process of developing a document that formally authorizes the existence of a project and provides the project manager with the authority to apply organizational resources to project activities. The benefit of this process is that it creates a well-defined start of the project and also creates boundaries, formal record for the project, and also a direct way for senior management to formally accept and commit to the project. Alright, what are the inputs? Before I proceed, take note that for each process in project management there is input, there is tools and techniques, and there is output. So develop project charter process has the following inputs, 5 of them. We have the project statement of work, and this is description of what you are going to do. I think the name is very clear. It is statement of work. It references the business need, the product scope, description, and strategic plan. We have the business case also, is also another input. Describes the necessary information from a business standpoint to determine whether or not the project is worth the investment. Then we also have agreements, enterprise environmental factors, and then organizational process assets. So now we say that one of the inputs to develop project charter is the project statement of work, SOW. What is a statement of work? The statement of work simply is a description of the product, services, or results to be delivered by the project. Okay, so the statement of work contains items like the business need, the product scope description, and the strategic plan. So these are items we find under the statement of work. The business need, it may be a market demand, a legal requirement, a government regulation. Take for example, a transport business finds out that they have so much demand for a bigger bus. They may have been using a smaller one, and then they go into a project to acquire or even to get new bigger buses into the fleet. So need arises and a project can be kicked off, can be initiated to handle it. Scope description is another item in the statement of work, and that is the characteristics of the product, service, or result that the project will be undertaken to create. So if a project is being undertaken to build a 10-story building, the 10-story building, the number of floors, the description of how it's going to look like is going to be in the scope description. Then we also have the strategic plan. So the statement of work gathers everything that this project is going to do. That is a statement of work, and that is a very, very important input to the create or develop project charter. Business case is another input to develop project charter. What is business case? The business case describes necessary information from a business standpoint to determine whether or not the project is worth the required investment. In the business case, we may have market demand, organizational need, technological advance, etc. So business case simply tells us what is the driving force of this project. Why is this project necessary? Okay, and that is it. Let's take for instance an organization that have been using a manual filing system. Now there is need for an online filing system or an automated filing system. So that technological advance may drive the need to build an automated filing system. So this is part of the business case, which is also an input to the develop project charter. What are the tools and techniques for the develop project charter? The first one, expert judgment, is simple. Get a group of experts and hear from them, and then you take decision. You also have facilitation techniques. What are the outputs of the develop project charter? The develop project charter has just one output, and that is the project charter. So at the end of the develop project charter process, we have one big document, and that is the project charter. What is inside the project charter? How does the project charter look like? The project charter contains important information like the purpose of the project, the measurable project objectives and related success criteria, high-level requirements, assumptions and constraints, high-level project description, boundaries, high-level risks, summary milestones, summary budget, stakeholder list, project approval requirements, etc. So the project charter gathers everything required for the project to start. Without the project charter, the project cannot kick off. So the project charter also identifies and authorizes the project manager. So I'd like to thank you for viewing, and be with me in my next presentation, and that will be develop project management plan.